begin? Looking back,
I suppose 2 years wasn't that long.
it seemed like forever time.
Mike and I decided it was time. We were ready for it to happen right away, so imagine our disappointment when months came and went, and
Noah.
we went to the doctor to see what the holdup might be. Dad was tested, and he was fine. I was tested, and I specifically remember the doctor calling for
More traction on the
during
uterus.
the test. Youch. I also had some nausea from the injected dye, but that was okay. I was highly motivated to do whatever it took.
And no need to
Just
correct
don't
this.
self-reproduce.
Remember me when I was
All the
on
time things,
directly
laparoscopic
intrauterine.
surgery.
That was the first surgery I had ever had, and at the time there was a shortage of anesthesiologists, so I had a nurse anesthetist, which made me a teensy bit nervous. I remember being told to think of a pleasant scene before going under, and I pictured Haystack Rock. After the surgery, we were sure all systems were go, but we were wrong.
No luck. Still
More tests.
more temperature taking.
We were getting fairly discouraged. It was going on 2 years, and we were starting to think maybe about adoption as a possibility. I went to the doctor to discuss what the next step would be with fertility treatments, such as in vitro fertilization. But as it turns out, while I was talking to the doctor,
I
was pregnant.
I didn't even know it.
The end.
Moment, last name, transition.
We begin.
Jackson is generally an English name. Harvey is also English. It has a lot of meanings. Most of them have to do with war.
My last name is Anderson, from my grandfather on my dad's side, who is 100% Swedish.
Keller, German on my father's side.
Streifel, which is German, comes from my grandfather on my dad's side.
Keller derives from the term wine cellar master. And let me tell you, we took master to an extreme.
St. John is Irish Catholic, which is funny because I'm not Catholic, nor am I religious at all.
I'm not actually a blood relative of anyone with the last name Streifel, because my dad was adopted.
St. John literally means St. John, as in St. John the Baptist, which I find ironic because I was never baptized.
Partly, I believe, has something to do with deer. So I'd like to think that we were all expert deer hunters.
I will say that I think Jackson is a good last name.
Whenever I'm hiking in a forest,
There's something sharp and sexy about it phonetically.
I get the urge to run off the trail and through the obstacles of the undergrowth, chasing some invisible specter of a deer, spear in hand.
I have no intention of changing it if I ever get married.
My last name is Burger. I asked my dad where it came from, but he has no idea.
We end.
And this is Megan's goose moment.
We begin.
My mom is at the golf course with her boyfriend. Her boyfriend likes to golf, and sometimes you have to do things that your significant other likes to do, like golfing. A goose flies over the little man-made lake that the golf courses have for whatever reason, just as someone hits their ball high in the air. The goose is hit in flight, and its neck breaks instantly. It falls into the lake. Its long neck is dangling in the water, and the rest of its body struggles to bring it back up because it can't breathe. My mom won't have it. With all of her clothes on, she wades into the lake and brings the goose out with her, holding its neck above the water. She sits with it on the grass while it dies.
All right, and this is Blowing Eddie with Hole.